Greetings again from the Boogie Down South Bronx. This is Jeffrey Cortez, author of Memoirs of Pastor Rajatabla, Pentecostal, Private Eye. All right, so I'm going to be reading chapter 14 of my novel. The intentions of the novel, Quirky novel, is written and posted below this posting. All right, so you could read the intentions, and also where you could purchase a paperback copy or a Kindle version, whether it be on Amazon or for pickup, or I believe also for delivery at Amazon. At Barnes and Noble. So you simply pick the location nearest to you, and then you could order it for pickup. All right, so a little quick explanation of the format, of the reading format. Raja is the pastor, and he investigates mysteries that are given to him, whether they're based on gossip or real occurrences. And then he writes his findings in his journal, which he has nicknamed Tabla. Therefore, the play on words, Rajatabla. And for a definition or explanation of what Rajatabla means in reference to a Spanish Pentecostal group or environment, that's also in the beginning of the book. All right, so here let's get started. Okay, chapter 14, workplace persecutions. Workplace persecutions. And the introductory Bible verse is from Psalm 68, verse 20. God is to us a God of deliverances. God is to us a God of deliverance. Here we go. At his secular job, Raja was being given a hard time by clinicians due to him being a Pentecostal. The job site bullies entertained themselves in doing half-baked jobs and sabotaging Raja's assignments. They told him to administration was informed that Raja was preoccupied trying to proselyte patients and discriminating against ones whose lifestyles contrast against his belief system. In actuality, they became defensive and worried that he would not goof off during work time nor shortchange residents of the community. Many workers held a strong disdain toward the community, which mirrored the poor services they rendered. Raja's discontent with co-workers' poor work festered to rage when discrimination played out in referrals being misplaced and discarded. He decided not to surrender to his enragement and prayerfully stayed calm as a dove and as lucid as a serpent in a den of wolves. Holy Spirit cunningly led him to prayer. Raja was one of the opinion that prayer shouldn't be escapism, but rather vigilance. One day, he was asked to help with a glitch with the main computer that was messing up the functions of all the other devices. The IT department was taking a long time, and an aggravated administrator pulled Raja in to troubleshoot due to his having a Midas touch with computer stuff. Something told Raja to suppress his "not my job" union member self and help out even at the cost of being accused by fellow workers of brown-nosing. So there he was, going through long lines of data, and suddenly, like a vision of divine clarity, there it was. In soft, ecstatic, whispered volume, Raha praised the Lord in tongues, which spooked two of his persecuting co-workers, Freda and Amber, who were walking by. The computer problem was solved while two workers walked into the administrator's office to complain. Moments later, Raha was called into the lion's den. Dear Dabla, today my administrator, who appeared to have a very aggravating week, called me into his office. When I came in, I saw two of my co-workers sitting down by his desk. I was invited to come closer and sit down. The administrator opened the conversation by thanking me for helping with the computer network's meltdown, and then wanted to address some concerns regarding my work ethic. She commended me, and it turns out it's a she, and I might need to make a correction on this on the book. She commended me for the fine performance for caring for the clients assigned to me, but was concerned regarding allegations that my religious views may be tainting the needs of the clients. She asked my colleagues to share their observations regarding the allegations against me. Freda began asking me if it was true that I was an ordained minister. When I affirmed what she and all the rest of the staff already knew, Freda began to insinuate that my vocation as a clergy and vocation as a mental health clinician had conflicting interests, which resulted in bias-based disservice to our mental health patients in need. I turned to the administrator and inquired if there were any such complaints that came directly from any current or past patients. She then responded that there were no such complaints, but just concerns recently arisen by co-workers, particularly the two in the office. Earlier, I had prayed to God to please clarify persecution, clarify confrontation, and clarify courage in my life. I pulled out a floppy disk from my Guayabera extra large pocket and held it up for all to see. I proceeded to present the fact that my caseload was larger than anyone working on the floor, and all reports were completed and finalized in a timely fashion. This was due to my doing work from home, and that would be unethical behavior as a family member and union member that I would intend to cease doing from now on. Then, looking at Freda, I inquired about her accent, which she identified as South African. Then I relayed that I had found that this page got a little stuck, that all of the African American patients that were pregnant and assigned to her were given follow-up appointments for abortions and tubal ligation procedures. I continued to ask if accusing her, a Caucasian South African, of using her position to conduct genocide would be as slanderous as her accusing me of being unethical to my patients because of my religious stance on abortion. Amber's eyes widened as she looked at Freda in disgust. Then I told him, or her, that I saw a discrepancy with the cases and referrals that were sent to Amber. It seems that all the cases with a particular range of birth dates were either deleted or deflected to other colleagues. It was no secret that Amber was a horoscope fanatic. Could it be that she was discarding cases that were not compatible to her own astrological sign? Amber began to protest that astrology was a proven science, but then stopped short of denying that she was discriminating against patients because of their stars. The administrator apologetically thanked me and dismissed me from her office, and my two agitators remained. Rumors are that they were escorted from the clinic by security, leaving their ID badges behind. Other rumors were that they broke out in a fight in the administrator's office, resulting from their being dismissed. Other rumors were that God busted a move and that I rocked. I would like to think that the Lord anointed me to be favored even by top dragons. Bendición y bendiciones. Till next chapter. Bye-bye.